This is a demonstration of the software in the Covenant Church Library. So you can see when you turn on the computer, you've got one item out on the desktop. So you just double click on that. And this will initially come up to the self-checkout, check-in part of the program. But before we take a look at that, let's take a look at the search engine. Because sometimes you come in the library and you look over the shelves and you're not finding exactly what you want, and you're not sure if we have it. So this does have a search engine built into it. They call it Safari. So you're just going to click on this button in the upper right hand corner to get to that. And you can see you have a search box in the upper left hand corner, so you can search on a specific author, title, or subject category, which is the labels that we have on the shelves. So usually you just leave it on all, and that's going to look for your keyword in every part of the MARC record for a particular entry. So sometimes you get a few more results than you want, but that's usually okay. So for instance, if we want to find all books by John Piper, we just type in last name, comma, first name, and hit enter. And you can see it finds the books that I know we have by him here. So then if you want to check out a particular one of these, you just take note of the call number over here on the left, and the last line of the call number is the subject category, which corresponds to the shelf labels. So this is outreach, and then here's the call number that you'd be looking for. Now, actually, not all the books are in order right now on the shelves. We're working on that, but because we don't have that many books yet, it shouldn't be that hard to find that book within that subject category. So now before we take a look at actually checking out that book, let's take a look at one or two other things in the search engine. You can also do and searches. For instance, if we want to find biographies on Luther, just type in Luther and biography and hit enter. And you can see all three of these are in the biography category. And one other thing I want to point out in the search engine, this Explorer tab up here can be very helpful. This is kind of like pre-packaged searches that have been set up. So for instance, children's, if we click on that, it's going to find all the items for children in the library right now. And then we go back to Explorer, outreach and missions. And then all DVDs that we have right now. So we're going to be adding some more of those on there, so it's just very easy to just click that button to find what you're looking for. So one other thing I wanted to point out, you can write a review on a book. So if you really particularly like the book, you can write a review, and then anybody else that navigates to that book in the search engine will see your review. So the way you do that is very easy. Like you just click on the entry for that book here, and then up here it says write a review. So you click on that, and you have to sign in order to write a review so everybody knows who wrote it. So the sign in for this right now is the same convention for the checkout, which is your last name followed by the first three letters of your first name. So if I pick on Pastor John, it's going to be Peters, Jon, and then same exact thing for the password, Peters, Jon. And now you can give it a certain star rating and writer's review, and then you pick a category down here for the review, which makes searching on that review later on easier. So this would probably be like outreach, and then we're just going to click save, and then this is going to go to myself and June to just sign off on, and then it will appear next to that item when somebody navigates to that. Okay, so let's go to the self-checkout here. You just click this button in the upper right to toggle back to the self-checkout area. Okay, now it looks like John is logged in now because he signed in to do a review. So let me hit goodbye here to log him out so I can show you the full process. But let's say we want to check out that book that we were looking at, which was Let the Nations Be Glad. So assuming now you found it on the shelf by the call number and you have it in hand, So this is very easy here. You just click checkout, and then here, until we issue library cards, I mean, if anybody wants a library card, I can make one up for you, and then you're just going to scan the barcode on the library card. But for right now, you're going to put in your last name followed by the first 3 letters of your first name. So again, picking on John, and it just says, are you John? Yes. And then here's where you're going to scan the barcode on the item to check it out to yourself. And the barcodes in the library, they're all on the front of the book, so as not to be confused with the ISBN number on the back. So in the upper right-hand corner. And when you scan them, you want to have the book approximately a foot away from the barcode scanner. So like the red light is a little bit beyond the barcode. And then also you can scan this upside down. So I'm going to just scan mine right now. And you can see it found it, and it's telling you it's going to be due back in, December 29th. So we've got a 2-week circulation period right now. We can play with that then. So we hit yes, we want to check it out, and then you could check another item out here if you wanted to, but we're not going to do that. So when you're all done, you're just going to hit goodbye, and then what it's going to do, it's going to print a receipt, which you just printed on the little receipt printer here. And that shows what you just checked out and the due date. I think that's just about it. So, when you bring a book back, if you would, before you put it in the book return, if you could check it in by clicking this check-in button. So when you do this, you don't have to put your patron ID in because it already knows who has the book out. So it just wants you to scan the barcode on the book again. So you just do that, and then you can see this is a little bit less intuitive, but in the lower left-hand corner it says checked in, and it indicates that book checked in. So then you can put it in the book return. So I think that's about it. And there's not going to be any fines in the library, and the program is set up so it can send emails out to everybody who's got overdue books. I think that's about it, and thanks for listening. Bye.